were Lewis and Dana.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the two big characters. So, we got the one, and knock wood, maybe we'll get a chance to do the other at some point since we now have the one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that would clear everybody that's actually been used. Oh, and we've had people asking for more characters from the Extreme Ghostbusters to muddle your continuity even more. So, get ready to bang your head.
Do you have any specific ideas in your head to just completely mess with Eduardo and Roland and Garrett?
Yeah, Eduardo's showing up.
Is he?
He is.
No, you see, if Eduardo, if he's white or something, or if he, I'm not.
Eduardo is white.
Or sorry,
Roland.
Roland was the black character. Sorry, yeah. Because I was just going to, if you mess with the continuity again, Eric, I'm done with you.
Maybe don't read issue 11 too closely. Those last 6 pages. We set it up that Kylie, when she's off ghost busting, had hired somebody else to watch the store, and immediately then they were pounding on the door. It's got to be Eduardo. It needs to be. It better be, or else. And I got scared, so I kind of I just popped him in there for fun. So yes,
great.
Just to stay in everybody's good graces. But we wanted to use Dana. It's basically what it is, because then. If we went that route, well, we'd not only invalidate the story if Dana came along, and then we wouldn't be able to use those story threads because we'd already used them with another character. But we'd have fans going, "Well, why did you do this when you could have done that? What's wrong with you? You suck. Go away." So
Why in my head have I now got the alternate universe version of Dana is Bana? As literally just. Oh, that's the bedroom, Mr. Venkman, but nothing happened in there.
Oh, no.
What a crime.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Now, Eric, you do a lot of conventions and stuff. How do you get received by the fans? I mean, is it great to meet the fans? Are you ever freaked out by them? Is it a natural habitat for you?
Well, I don't know if we'll go natural habitat, but I mean, everybody I've met have just been great. So they've been supportive, they've been happy, they haven't been, disturbed in the head. It's all been awesome. So I really enjoy doing cons and meeting the fans and meeting people who like my work and meeting people who have never heard of my work but are open to checking it out. So I mean, it's fun. It's nice. It gets me out of my little corner of my room where I do my writing and drawing. It's a bit of socialization. It's fun. I enjoy it. I mean, weird stuff does sometimes happen, but it's not usually with the people who are fans of Ghostbusters. So let's knock wood that keeps happening that way.
Well, listen, Eric, I understand that you're very busy and that you want to get back to destroying continuity. So.
Mark, let it go.
So much fun. You really ought to try it sometime. I guarantee you'd like it.
Just wait until an issue comes along where Garrett walks in.
Yeah. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, yet. Give it time.
But no, all joking aside, Eric, and I'm not just saying this. I because we get the preview issues of Ghostbusters from IDW. It's the highlight of my month every month getting that. And of course, they're still not available here in the UK, so we have to wait for the collected editions. But there is not a month go by that we miss an issue of it. And again, I know I jest with you, but it really is. It's incredible that you guys are managing to keep Ghostbusters so faithful and so true and so great.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad that you're enjoying it. I seriously am. I say that. I know it sounded in the back of my head when I respond like that. I feel like, does that sound like sarcasm? No, it's not. It's really not. No, don't take offense.
Scanning for sarcasm.
I really am pleased. It's true. Yeah, I'm really pleased that everybody has taken to it and has enjoyed it as much as they have. That means the world to me, and so thank you. Yes.
See, the thing is, I get all my IDW stuff from Mark, and the last thing Mark lent me was Haunted America. How long ago was that?
Are you that far behind?
Yeah, I haven't read New Ghostbusters at all.
I should rectify that situation.
Please do.
On the way home. Eric, my wife doesn't know it at the minute, but I'm currently on eBay watching the first issue of the New Ghostbusters, the 4 covers. Mm-hmm. Somebody's selling them. At a ridiculous price on eBay, and I'm currently watching that at the minute. Yeah, and I'm tempted to get it, and I also want to get the Janine alternate cover. which I'm watching as well. So I'm tempted to buy 5 copies of the same issue.
No, that's dedication.
That is dedication.
That could be grounds for
God
divorce.
bless you, sir. There we go. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
So please tell Dan that cover, that Janine cover, is actually one of my favourite comic book covers of the last 12 months. It's fantastic. I love it. There's so many details. There's so many little Easter eggs for the fans in there. It's just such a great piece of work.
Well, here's hoping you get it. And if not, let me know. I'll dig around and see if I still have a copy of one of those for you.
That would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome.
It gets you in a little less trouble with the wife anyway.
Yeah, it does.
But,
and it makes up for the whole Kylie thing. It makes up for the Kylie thing.
Well, I'll do some digging and see if I've got one. We'll look for it.
Well, listen, Eric, as always, you're an absolute gentleman, sir. Long may the Ghostbusters thing continue, and we really do. We absolutely love your work, and Dan as well. So please, by all means, send him all the love from FTN here as well.
Will do. Thank you very much, sir.
Eric, have a great day, sir, and we will talk to you very soon.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Farewell.
Bye-bye. You gotta love talking Ghostbusters, right? I mean...
Yeah, how could you not?
Yeah.
It takes up 70% of my day.
Yeah, and you know, I do jest, but as a Star Wars fan, we get the whole different timelines and different canon and everything else. But
alternate universes.
I didn't realise you're so far behind.
Yeah, no, because the last one I read was Haunted America, and when was that? January, February?
You know what? We will stop. I think there's been 2 collected since then.
Yeah.
We will stop tonight on the way home, and I shall set you up with some Ghostbusters, sir.
Thank you very much. No, because seriously, I'm going through again another one of my periods in my life where I'm just super into Ghostbusters again, because obviously my Ecto 1 arrived today, so it'd be nice to actually catch up on some IDW.
Yeah, well, I will definitely, definitely, sir. And there's another one. I think there's another one coming out now in the middle of December as well.
Fantastic.
So they're coming out. That's the one thing, because this silly embargo or whatever you call it here in the UK, where we can't get them here. The IDW are doing great things because they're releasing them as soon as the every 4th or 5th issue, whatever it is they're collecting, hits the stands. They pretty much have the collected edition out right behind it, and we can pick that up over here. So that's pretty cool as well. Look, mass hysteria. This, I do say, and I don't make it a secret of not being a big fan of Infestation, but this X-Files thing and this mass hysteria, really stoked for this.
Yeah, it does sound awesome, doesn't it?
Because you know what? Next year, Ghostbusters, it's all about Ghostbusters next year.
Yes, it is.
And we are hoping, of course, that there's going to be big news for Ghostbusters 3. Do you think is it going to happen?
No, I don't know. I really don't. I'm skeptical, shall we say?
Yeah.
Which is ironic, because obviously it's a movie series about a lot of people who are skeptics until they get haunted.
Here's the thing, right? With the current output of really good cartoon series, every week my son or my wee girl seem to be watching an animated series, and I watched it, and I've never seen it before, and I'm like, you know what? This is really good. It's really well written. There's great characters. There's things like Adventure Time, Ordinary Show. This new one that they're watching, Gravity Falls. Have you seen Gravity Falls?
Yes, because
Gravity Falls is so good.
I had the pleasure of seeing that. I think it was the day we went to Dice.
Yes.
Was that your house in the morning?
Yes.
And your 2 little ones were watching it?
Yeah, and it's so
because
good.
It was one where I think it's the sister who gets hyper on sugar and ends up getting psychic powers.
Yeah, and there's ghosts and skeletons in the haunted shop and everything.
And the animation's really good too. It's really fun and bright and vibrant.
Here's a question, right?
Okay.
Somebody puts a gun to your head and says you have a choice.
Yes.
You have Ghostbusters 3.
Yes.
Or you have a new Ghostbusters animated series. Where do you go?
Animated series.
I think absolutely animated series. Given the current, you look at Clone Wars, you look at Tron,
But the thing is, you can do so much more with an animated series, and you get so much more as well. Yeah. Because if you do Ghostbusters 3, it's more than likely gonna fail. I mean, Bill Murray wants little to nothing to do with it, and they're talking about actors like Jonah Hill getting involved. I'd rather have a cartoon series a la the real Ghostbusters, just with updated animation. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Because, I loved Extreme Ghostbusters. I loved the animation style of Extreme Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool. So imagine taking real Ghostbusters, but making it with today's graphics.
Yeah, you're thinking something along the lines of somewhere between Ninja Turtles and Clone Wars, that sort of CGI.
Maybe, I don't know.
And again, I'm not just saying, because we were just talking to Eric, take Dan's art and animate it.
Please, yes.
Take Dan's art.
Something along the lines of Star Wars
and
Rebels.
animate that. Yeah.
Something along the lines of Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah.
Just an animated version.
Because it's stylish, it's fun, it's detailed, it's rich, and you know, the characters, the essence of the characters are in there. Just take that art.
Do you know what? Take the IDW team and please give us an animated series, because the likes of what I've read so far, I mean, especially Haunted America, I'd like to see that as a TV series, please.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it was awesome.
Okay, we will. We are planning. I know we've talked about this before. We've had a lot of Ghostbusters guests on this show.
Yes,
and
we have.
are planning at some point next year of doing a Ghostbusters special, where hopefully we can get them all together.
Yes.
I have been given contact information for Ernie Hudson.
No.
Yes.
Really?
And I'm going to pursue
Zedmore
that.
himself?
I'm going to pursue that. We'll maybe try and get Ernie Hudson involved. I mean, that would be amazing, right?
That would be unbelievable.
To talk to a Ghostbuster on the show. So
Yes.
we'll maybe look into that. You know, we've spoken to Laura Summer, and you know, we've had other folks on the show. We've had Eric. We'll maybe try and get Dan on, and we'll do a 2 or 3 hour special next June.
Yes.
We'll set it
Yes,
up and we'll
please.
do a big Ghostbusters special. Let's talk about why Ghostbusters is the greatest movie ever made. And you know what?
Damn right.
Challenge me on that, people.
Yeah.
Challenge me on that, people, because I will tell you why Ghostbusters is the best film ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why is Ghostbusters the best film?
Because you know, I had a guy say to me one day, "What's your favorite movie of all time?" And I went, "Ghostbusters." And I went, "I thought you knew something about movies." And I went,
What?
Right, you know what? You need to watch Ghostbusters again.
No, mate,
And
you need to go away and leave me
Yes,
alone, mate.
you need-
That's
yes.
mate.
Get out
Mate,
of the-
leave
get
me
out of the
alone,
room.
mate.
Get out of the room.
Mate, go away, mate.
Right, okay. This
Yes.
is Falling Nerd. I'm Mark.
I'm his mate, Saxon.
And we have just been speaking to Mr. Erik Burnham. Okay, we're going to come back talking to Stuart from the Monday Movie Show.
Hi, this is Ashley Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano on Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I follow the nerd.
Hi, this is Colin Meaney, and I'm following the nerd.
Hello, this is George Takei, and this is Following the Nerd. Live long and prosper.
If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you going to call? Well, the police, of course. Following the nerd, we kill the cliche that just won't stay dead.
It's more of a fuzzy build-up than anything else.
And we're back. My
Yeah, like
handles,
that.
my handles are too high.
Fork handles?
Why?
Fork handles?
Right.
Handles for forks?
We're
Fork
gonna
handles?
Right. Damn you, Saxon. Right. I just want to talk Ghostbusters. I just want to talk Ghostbusters. Right. Okay. That's called Stuart. Okay. This is, of course, we're going to be talking to Stuart Miller from the Monday Movie Show.
Yeah. Nice new case for your iPad.
You like
by the
that?
way.
Our fella arrived down with that the other night.
That's
It's
pretty
nice,
cool, because
right?
I think I saw the Amazing Spider-Man cover on there as well.
Yeah, there is. There's Hulk and
Oh, hello.
Iron Man. There's all sorts of stuff on there.
Yeah, there's contact details.
Hello, Stuart.
Hello, Mark.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Oh, good. Good.
Hello, Stuart.
Hello, Saxon.
There we go.
Sorry.
Not over.
Stuart, I want to run something by you.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
I watched the
Careful now.
movie. I watched the movie. I had a very rare occasion that I had the house to myself during the week. Easy. And I watched the movie.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. It's a family show. And I watched the movie. Something that I had very low expectations of, but that I really wanted to see. Do you know, sometimes a movie comes out and you think this movie's not going to be any good, but I really want to see it. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
like you know, what movie? There's something out at the minute that I think is going to be crap, but I really want to see.
Bad Grandpa.
Something like that. Yeah, okay. I like
Yeah.
Bad Grandpa. Right, and I didn't have high expectations. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to watch it. And it was World War Z. Or World War Z. Okay?
Yes, that's right. I wanted to talk to you about this.
And I sat down. Have you seen it, Stuart?
Yes, I have, yeah.
What did you think of it?
A lot of people seem to have hated the last 25, 30 minutes of the film. You know, the part that Damon Lindelof had to come in and rewrite.
Uh-huh.
I actually think that's the strongest part of the film myself, where they're in the small little lab in Wales.
Yes.
I think that's the one where it adds the most tension. Before that, it just feels like a very typical blockbuster movie, throwing as many... Well, I wouldn't actually even call them zombies, considering there's very little zombie action in it. They're more like Infected from 28 Days Later or something on that ilk. So I felt that was too much more of a blockbuster movie, whereas the last part was more of a horror, and it did have the feel of the book.
Yeah. I really, really liked it. I really liked it. Maybe the part of the reason I liked it so much is because my expectations